Welcome back. You're watching Lessons in Marketing Excellence, and today we're coming to you from one of India's finest B schools, IIM Ahmedabad. Before the break, we had Team Pro Loris present in front of the jury. Now we have with us Team Quality Alls. Team Quality Alls won the toss and decided to go in second, hoping for some tactical advantage. We'll see how that goes. May I introduce the panel to you, team? We have Anuradha Sengupta from CNBC TV 18, PS Nair from GMR, and Sudhanshu from HUL. All set? All the best.
Good afternoon. So let's start with what is the value proposition that RGI will be offering to each customer segment. First of all, for passengers, there is One India City along with Disneyland. For airlines, we'll be offering exhaustive one-stop MRO solutions at a tourist destination, so the load factors will be high, there will be passenger rush, and they will be getting exhaustive MRO solutions. And for integrated logistics companies, we'll be developing Hyderabad as a cargo hub of South India. What we did was we interacted with some foreigners who had been at IIMA for exchange program, and what came out that yoga, spirituality, Ayurveda, and overall Indian culture is what fascinates the foreigners. So here is what One India City offers you. First is One India Culture and Art Villa. Next is One India Cuisine City. Here there will be state-wise restaurants and where you will be offered state-wise delicacies. Next is One India Spiritual City. Now this is something that makes India unique for foreigners. So we will be offering art of living courses and revitalizing yoga techniques so as to attract foreigners. The next is One India Wellness Cities. Here we will be primarily targeting two segments. One, people from Middle East who are concerned about good facilities rather than lower cost. And one, people from Western countries who are more concerned about lower cost. Last is the Made in Disneyland of subcontinent. It's interesting to have a look at the statistics of Hong Kong Disneyland. It's a 67-acre entertainment park, and it attracts 4 to 5 million visitors per year consistently for last 3 years. It is being criticized that it can attract more if the acreage had been bigger. So what we are planning is at Hyderabad we will be having Disneyland of 100 acres. This we think will attract 3 to 4 million additional visitors per year to Hyderabad, and this translates into expected growth of around 44% in the number of flights landing at RGI.
Now, to cater to the medical tourism market, we propose to set up a state-of-the-art wellness center in RGI. So what will happen is a customer will land at the best airport in the country to get the best medical facilities for himself. The potential partners we are looking at are AIIMS, Apollo Group, Escorts, etc., which are into medical tourism in a big way. Now, a lot of concern that foreigners have into coming down to India is the legal implication of if the surgery does not work well. And what we are trying to do here is, since we have a Joint Commission international certification, which is available with a lot of hospitals, foreigners find it easy to associate and get their medical needs done through Indian hospitals. In terms of marketing initiatives, this would require a huge promotion initiative through websites, campaign with tourism and health ministries of different countries, and through blogs.
Next, we'll be talking about making Hyderabad the MRO hub of India, which will make Hyderabad a preferred destination for airlines, diversify revenue sources, and leverage GMR's current assets and current businesses close by. So, first a few data points. India is growing at 1% at 2005, and by 2015 it's growing at it's 2% of the total global commercial airline fleet. While if you look at North America and Western Europe, their percentage shares are actually decreasing. Next, we would go on to, for MRO demand growth, there are two factors which we can look at. First is the aircraft orders, the increase in the number of aircraft orders, and the second is the increase in the total aircrafts that are in operation currently. So there also we have 2016 estimated data whereby we believe that India would be a $2 billion MRO industry by that time, China would be $4 billion, and Asia Pacific will be $10 billion. Now next we'll be talking about making Hyderabad the air cargo hub of South India, which would make Hyderabad a preferred destination of cargo and diversify its revenue sources. There are certain factors conducive to Hyderabad, for example, improved road quality, which will lead to usage of multi-axle vehicles and containerization, which in turn would improve truck speeds, advent of the goods and sales tax, which would lead to the consolidation of warehouses and make it larger and fewer warehouses per region, and also the locational advantages of Hyderabad, which is basically centrally located in India. So we have estimated data for 2015, and we expect that 2.12 lakh tons of data would be handled through RGIA.
So to put it in a nutshell, One India City along with Disneyland, MRO hub and cargo hub is our core value proposition. Thank you.
We are open to questions right now.
Quality Alls. Questions from the judges, Mr. Nair?
There's a lot of focus on medical tourism, like you've gone probably by the version of one spokesperson of the industry and probably rush to the conclusion. If I say that you have rushed to the conclusion, would you agree?
When you talk of medical tourism, airports become an important part of it, and I think that cannot be not considered. That whole concept wherein we integrate medical tourism with the airport, with our One India city, and get international travelers to not land at Mumbai or Delhi or all those places where there is congestion, there is not enough space for them, but rather come down directly to Hyderabad, experience that whole thing, and then go back to their homeland or wherever they come from.
Sudhanshu.
Yeah, good. So I think what I've seen is there is everything for everyone.
Yeah.
Now, if I was to ask you to focus on one, and even if you look at your big ideas, there are three big ideas there. There's medical tourism, there is Disneyland, and there is experiencing India, culture and food and everything. If I was to ask you to focus on one, which one would you focus and why?
I think we'll focus on the first part, that is tourists, because what we believe is that if you draw tourists, airlines will automatically come. It can't happen that you can just build customer loyalty because your airport infrastructure is good. There has to be a reason for the tourist or the passengers to travel to that airport or that place, that city. And that we bring through One India City and Disneyland. And once passengers come, everything will follow.
Okay, we're done with both the presentations. Let's step out for a bit while the judges decide who is going to win this particular challenge. Now let's allow the jury some time to make the tough call on deciding the winner of this round. Remember, the jury is looking for research insight, feasibility of solution, and ability to handle questions, among other things. Right, both the teams are here. The judges have decided who the winner is. Scores have been marked. And the winning team is Team Quality Alls. Let's hear it. So I think the winning streak of Pro Loris, the name, hasn't really given you your advantage here. But you came in second, hoping for a tactical advantage, and you seem to have got that. Let's hear it from the judges. Mr. Nair.
Both did exceedingly well. You two did apply your mind, but they did, in terms of researching and all, a little more. And some of the ideas were really creative, more creative.
Sudhanshu, you are an alumni of this college. How does it feel to see the young lads?
No, I think both the teams did very well, and they did the institute proud. I personally feel Quality All scored because of, again, they were between the two they were more comprehensive. They had thought it through much better. And I think I want to reassure everyone that the name Quality Alls had nothing to do with it.
From my perspective, I think what was the best part about your presentation is that you began with the simple perspective that to get Hyderabad or the Rajiv Gandhi International Airport, to position it as a destination, you need people to come there. And so that was your starting point, and everything else seemed to work around that. And for me, that was the best part of your presentation. So congratulations.
Fantastic. Let's have another big round of applause for the winning team, Team Quality Alls.